Hi, I'm Donna Marsh, and this brief video will take just a moment of your time to help you understand what it looks like to work with me and my team of experienced AI experts. We're all trained and experienced in preparing a business for implementation of AI, and that implementation starts with a solid strategy. And that solid strategy will start with a very thorough, comprehensive assessment of what you currently have going on in your business. So I'm just going to lay that out for you really quickly. I hope you have a great day. Thank you for being here and for considering us to help bring your business into the future. So once we decide that it makes sense to move forward, the next step in the process is to conduct the assessment. The assessment is a critical part of the whole process. This is going to be our strategic blueprint to move forward together. So we'll talk about setting goals, what your goals are for your company, for your team, your goals in working with me. And then from there, I will conduct interviews and do a deep dive with key members of your leadership team, managers, supervisors, whomever you feel is appropriate, to help me discover where your greatest opportunities lie, if there are gaps or challenges that we'll need to work through or overcome during the course of the process, and determine a logical starting point to move forward. So now that we've gotten through the interviews, our goals are established, your company's goals are established, we know what we're working toward together, the assessment is concluded, we'll have a much clearer understanding of how we can build AI and automations into your workflows to improve your return on your investment of time, energy, and money. I'll provide you a detailed key findings report, and that's going to be our strategic blueprint that really demonstrates areas of priority attention that really need attention in order to move things forward. And it's going to give us a plan of action and a clearer idea of the best way forward to the next step, which is implementation. So once the key findings report is in your hands, you'll have some choices to make and some things to consider. The first thing is your team. Do they have the skills, knowledge, capabilities, and are they comfortable implementing the strategies and tasks that are going to be outlined in the report that you now have? The second thing is, will they need assistance or training or guidance as the company makes these transitions? The third thing to think about is your budget. The size of investment required to implement all of the strategies that are outlined in your report will depend 100% on what those strategies end up being. And we won't know what that is really until we do the assessments, we conduct those interviews, and we get all that information together in that report for you. That all said, if you prefer that me and my team partner with you to manage the implementation part of this process, the depth of my involvement will also depend on all of these and other factors. So we will revisit the report, we'll decide together the best way to move forward and what makes sense for everybody. That's our goal at the end of the day, is to do what makes sense to get you the best possible return on your investment of time, energy, and money. So now that you have a better idea of how this works, I'd like to invite you to hop on a brief Zoom call to talk about how we can best help you, how we can move forward, next steps, and what your goals and objectives are with regard to implementing an AI and automation strategy for your business. It's important that all of your leadership team that will be making a decision on how to take next steps and what your priorities are present on the call. And that's not because this is a big sales pitch. It's not. It's really, at this point, the call is to determine the best way for us to move forward to establish a starting point. So go ahead and click that button. That will take you to my calendar to set up the call, and I very much look forward to having a conversation with you.